Since 2012, the Nevada and Arizona Departments of Transportation have studied how to improve transportation throughout the Southwest. The departments, along with their federal, municipal, and regional partners, spent the last 2 years exploring a decades-old idea: an interstate corridor linking Las Vegas and Phoenix and potentially extending from Canada to Mexico. Transportation. It's more than just how we get from point A to point B. It's how our nation's roadways and highways, railways and airways connect families and neighborhoods, communities and cities, states and regions. It's how we connect to each other. Transportation. It governs how we live, work, and play. It moves the people, goods, and ideas that enrich our lives and power our economy.
I believe I-11 is one of the most important infrastructure projects for the Southwest United States.
The overall plan perspective, I-11 links us to global markets.
And from Phoenix to Vegas, there's a big gap. We are the two largest metropolitan regions not connected by an interstate. This would provide a direct interstate corridor, more opportunities, better speeds, a safer roadway travel between Las Vegas and Phoenix.
Well, transportation is a primary driver of commerce, jobs, and tourism. So that is why Interstate 11 is such a critical investment in our future, opening new possibilities for our state while connecting communities and economies.
The I-11 and Intermountain West Corridor study explored the benefits and potential impacts on mobility, safety, economic development, and modes of transportation. Now, that 2-year study is over, and the results are clear. The I-11 corridor is a worthy investment.
People will always say, why do we need to have an investment in Interstate 11? Why do Phoenix and Las Vegas need to be connected by an interstate highway? One reason: global competitiveness.
This corridor is one of those critical components of making ourselves more attractive for that investment.
So I-11 represents, for the future, one of those major corridors that would allow access to international markets north of us, south of us, and to the east and west.
By connecting Phoenix and Las Vegas, two of the largest, fastest-growing cities in the country without a direct interstate connection, the corridor would help alleviate clogged interstates, reduce commute times, improve safety, diversity, nearby communities, and transform the Southwest into a global competitor in the manufacture, distribution, and transport of goods.
We are trying to provide not just a route through Arizona, but a way for the Pacific Northwest to have access to Mexico, and for Mexico to recognize that the Western United States is really going to be a great growth opportunity. As their economy grows, they're going to have a lot more product and service offerings, and they need new markets, they need new outlets. We're showing them how to do that.
We really need to grow and diversify the types of industries we have here, and I-11 gives us that competitive advantage to do exactly that.
Federal lawmakers emphasized the importance of the connection, designating the link between Phoenix and Las Vegas as I-11 in 2012. NDOT, ADOT, and their partners concluded that the corridor could be a game changer for the Southwest by building on strong economic sectors such as tourism and recreation, tapping into resources to fortify and grow the region's manufacturing capabilities, accessing national and global markets to produce, warehouse, and distribute goods, achieving both states' goal of economic development and diversification, exploring multimodal elements, natural resources, power, telecommunication, freight and passenger rail.
But I think it's important to move this right now, to fund it and to go ahead and give the people who really have the heartbeat of our community in their hands and want to see something happen. So getting started is the first piece, and certainly here in Nevada, we want this to occur.
I-11 is such an important investment because of how we connect this whole region to the world.
To prepare for I-11, Arizona and Nevada have implemented various planning, design, and construction projects for potential corridor components, including the completion of the Mike Callahan-Pat Tillman Memorial Bridge, opened in 2010, the pending construction of the Boulder City Bypass in Nevada, and various lane widening projects on US 93 between Wickenburg, Arizona, and the Nevada state line. Integrated systems of roads, aviation, freight options, energy, and data transmission have helped the Midwest and East Coast successfully link communities and employment centers, resulting in robust economic vitality and job creation. A new north-south transportation route in the Southwest provides a trade link to the nation's fastest-growing region, the Intermountain West, and offers similar economic and job growth potential.
We are no longer just trading with our neighboring states or our neighboring nations. We are trading in blocks with the rest of the world. So this interstate highway, while it's just this segment between Phoenix and Las Vegas that we're talking about today, we really have to look out 20, 30 years and say, what's best for our community then as well as now?
A lot has to happen before we go from this initial study to traveling in the I-11 corridor. The recently completed study is the first of multiple high-level evaluations of possible alignments, multimodal opportunities, environmental assessments, funding mechanisms, public input, and other important issues. Future studies will determine specific alignments. During the study, thousands of public comments were received and reviewed. As more detailed analysis proceeds, ADOT and NDOT will keep the public, press, politicians, and all stakeholders informed, involved, and empowered.
It's a new economy, and it's a world global economy. I think it's the future, and actually the future is now. I wish we could start it now, but it is going to continue to be a priority for me as governor of Nevada. This is something that needs to be built and needs to be a priority not only for governors, but for those in Congress.
The I-11 and Intermountain West Corridor is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to make a strategic investment in transportation that could pay dividends for the future, thus enhancing our ability to connect with the people in our places we love and to improve the quality of travel and life in the places we call home.